All right, this is recording now, and I'm gonna share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, where is my? Okay, it's okay. I was looking for the recorded time, but I can't see it. Now, this is uh, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the business that we run in real estate. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in a nutshell, you know, we buy houses at a price, say X, that is lower than the market value, and then we sell it at a price Y, that is higher than the price that we bought it at. So higher than X. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the simplest way to explain it. Just like anything that you buy and sell, like
Right. Mm-hmm.
grocery store, everything, right? I don't need to just buy at a price and sell for more. That's how we stay in business, right? That's how we make it.
Right.
So that there are a few more strategies. There's a few things that are done here and there that are different, but in a nutshell, this is the business. Okay. And in
Mm-hmm.
order to do that, you guys have already know you have to market. Like there's prospecting that you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's marketing and all of that. And then you have leads, and you qualify the leads. The life cycle of a deal in real estate is not, in principle, not too much different from probably things that you're already familiar with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, can you still see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So, one of the first thing that we do is, marketing, to get, people to call us back, to tell us about their property if they want to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are different ways that, we go about, reaching out to people. One of them is SMS. The other is cold calling. Direct mail is, sending letters or postcards. Um, Sometimes we find deals on Zillow, and another way we have is bandit signs. What you put, signs on street corners saying, "Hey, we buy houses. Call this number." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this is really, right now, this is really where you where we are. This is what the main strategy that we've been using in the last couple of
Mm-hmm.
months. There's been some
Okay.
cold calling, but mainly SMS marketing, which our main platform for that is, as you training right now, is Sherpa, Lead Sherpa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm trying to do this just so you can get a feel for where everything fits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we send messages to Lead Sherpa or Sherpa, and you've been learning about Lead Sherpa, and you've been seeing about how you create a campaign, you send text messages, and you go back and forth with a prospect. Let's look at some examples here. Where prospect, I'm gonna go. Well, this is one that we're working on. Tioni, now. Uh, Come on. Okay, there you are. And so you can see that this is an example of a lead. The conversation started 6 months ago, right? 6 months ago, hey, looking at the house, blah, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, 6 months ago. And then about, you know, 5 months ago, we stopped talking, and well, maybe not that. Let's see, 6 months, so, and then it took a couple of days, to start talking again, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now we are at the 3 months mark, and with this conversation going on, we'll look at the house, blah blah blah. Um, that was 3 months, 3 months, and then 2 weeks ago we re-engage. Hey, what's going on with the house? Blah blah blah, back and forth until looked at the house and finally put it on the contract. This is one that we're working on right now. Okay, so the conversation started, as you can see, it started a while back, right? And during that conversation, I'm going to move away from the marketing now. So we're not going to talk about all the others because that's not what we're doing right now, right? We will start doing some cold calling pretty soon here, but right now we're focusing on SMS. And so we go back and forth, like the example that I just showed you. This person, we find out, hey, how much you want, and we'll go through all of that, right? And that process
Mm-hmm.
right there is, finding out, hey, why are you selling? How quickly do you need to sell? Is there a reason why blah blah blah? So we're qualifying that lead, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if everything goes well, we move to the next step is, to go take a look at the property. um, I recommend that you go search for that name. This is going to be recorded so you can find it. Let me drop it in here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you can search for that lead, for that prospect in Lead Sherpa, and then
Mm-hmm.
go through the conversation. Okay. And then you'll see what I mean. It was finding why they're selling, when they want to sell, and then any objections and stuff like that. And then, like I was saying, the next step was to go view the property, which I did probably 2 months, 3 months ago. I can't remember, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't quite work out at the time, and we were trying to figure out how much it'll cost, and then eventually we reconnected a couple of weeks ago, went again to the property, and then we moved to the next step, which was negotiation or offer. I submitted an offer, we went back and forth, and finally we agreed, and then we sent the property to the contract to a tile company, which is the next step is to do the tile search, make sure that it's clean. There's nothing against the house. We want to, tighten
Mm-hmm.
up our numbers, how much it'll take to repair, make sure that, at the end of the day, it's not going to cost more than what we can sell it for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everything goes well and we move to closing, right? Right there
Okay.
is the life cycle of a deal, a real estate deal, in a nutshell. There might be at each step, there might be like a different added steps because there's a situation, there's a problem or whatever. But in a nutshell, that's how pretty much every deal proceeds. Some might take longer to go through all these steps, right? There's some people that we start marketing with them, 2 weeks ago, and we have the property on the contract. You see, so the
Mm-hmm.
the length, the time might vary, but overall, they'll follow pretty closely, this outline. Okay, and then we close on the transaction. We make some money, we feed the family, we pay you. Everybody's happy. We go to the next one.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right. So um, I just wanted to give you that overview because it will help you see where everything fits. Does that help?
Yes.
Right,
Okay,
right.
excellent. I'm gonna stop this video now, so that it's not too long, okay? And I'll share it there so you can look at it. Let's see, where are we? Where do we stop the sharing? There you go. Stop recording.